hasn't changed much since it first started, because the adjustment itself is that powerful.
Right.
So there is the introduction of different adjusting.
And our spines stay the same.
Right.
The anatomy is the same, right?
You know, it's funny, the anatomy is the same, but the way we treat our anatomy has changed.
That's true. That's a good point.
Right? So
Yeah.
in 2016, now 2017, the stresses that our bodies are under are way different than what they were back in the day. So there's 3 ways that affect your nervous system and that cause subluxations or interference in how the brain and the body communicate. And these are your chemical stresses, foods you eat, things you drink, drugs,
Right.
both prescription and not. And I mean, you could be living the most clean, healthy diet using all natural products on your skin, but you know, pesticides are sprayed outside. So there's only so much we can control.
That is true.
Right?
That is true. Yes.
So we have chemical stress. Then we have physical stress, and we just touched on that.
Right.
You know, you have your macro traumas, like your falls, your accidents, and your injuries. And then you have your micro traumas, which are sitting at your desk all day long,
Right.
right? Working at the computer.
Right.
Or how about women carrying a purse on one side all day long, every day for years, or men sitting on a wallet on one side. Stop doing that.
Right.
Take it out. So
I
those,
know my staff is back there, you know, behind the cameras
Yeah.
right now, and they're laughing because I have this huge backpack.
and you're not a huge woman.
And and it's huge, and I wear on one side of my shoulder, and I'm like this. So
Okay.
you know what? It's ringing true for me what you're saying.
Yeah, and the thing is, so stop for just a minute and think now at a small child who's in 5th grade.
Yes.
And they're carrying tons of textbooks.
Uh-huh.
And what do? Well, it looks cooler. I used to do this, to carry your backpack on one side. So now you're creating this new postural distortion in there, and so that can create other health issues coming up down the road too. So if you do have to carry something on your back and you're wearing a backpack, you want to pull the straps as tight as possible.
Yes.
So it's pulled up higher on your back to evenly carry the weight load. You want it to be on both shoulders, and lighten your load. Carry some of the books in the front. If you have a really heavy purse, why?
Right.
You do not need to literally carry the weight of the world on your shoulders.
You know, that's true. I mean, even my hairdresser, teases me that the backpack. I'm like, you know, one of those outdoorsmen. I have everything in there, Band-Aids, you name
Yeah.
it. So probably some of that I can unload. That
Yes.
loosen the
Lighten your load, Doc. Lighten your load.
That is right.
So we have chemical stress, physical stress, and the
Yes.
last one's also emotional stress.
Oh,
And
that's a
you
big
know,
one.
these look a lot different again in our day and age than they did way back when.
Yes.
So finances, relationships, work. I mean, there's so many things. You know, now social media and everything's expected to be immediate.
Yes.
So chemical stress, physical stress, and emotional stress, we need to be a little more mindful of what tools we use and how we go through our day so that we can minimize those stresses that are within our control as much as possible, and then continue to do proper ergonomics, exercises, and things to help support everything as a whole so our bodies can survive and
Right.
thrive.
Okay, survive and thrive. I love that. That's a good point, definitely. So for our viewers out there that are intrigued by what we're talking about and they really want to learn more or learn more about you, is there any tips that you would leave them with regards to their overall health?
Yeah, you know, the tip that I think is the most important for all of us to remember is that when we're alive, we are dynamic. We're never static. We never stay still.
Yes.
And we're always moving in one direction or the other. And we're either going to be moving towards better health or away from it. So I want to encourage everybody to start making healthier choices in regards to proper nutrition, adequate motion, quality rest, having a positive mental attitude, and having a properly functioning nervous system. When you're working on those 5 components and foundations for your health,
Right.
you're going to allow yourself to move towards that healthier side of the spectrum so that you really can thrive.
I love that. I love that. For viewers that want to learn more about you and
Sure.
want to contact you, see you, read more about you, where would you point them?
I would point you to my website, favoritechiropractor.com. We're also very active on all of our social media handles. You could follow us at Dr. spelled out, DOCTOR, Gena, Gena. We're Dr. Gena Chiropractic in Plantation, Florida, serving the greater Fort Lauderdale area. And easiest and best way is to go online to favoritechiropractor.com.